Hey, I'm Jim Weber, the Fox 13 Weather Center. Thanks for logging on to MyFoxHurricane.com. Still watching now Tropical Depression Fred, Hurricane Reconnaissance Plane. They've been flying in this system throughout the morning hours, and what they're finding is this system is really struggling. You look at the visible satellite loop, you can see the center of circulation, but there really isn't a whole lot going on because what they're finding is it is barely a closed center of circulation. You're also really not seeing a whole lot of convection near the center of this system. So they even say in their discussion, for the time being, they are carrying this on as a tropical depression, but it is resembling a little bit more of an open wave, which would mean it would lose its identity at this point. But they'll continue to carry the advisory for a little bit longer to see if, as the day goes on, it starts to regenerate some more. Now remember, that center of circulation is right about here. So what you're seeing, there is really just no substantial convection anywhere close to the center of this storm. A big part of this, we were talking about this yesterday, is that rugged terrain of Hispaniola. As it went over Hispaniola, basically just kind of shredded this system, and that's why you're just not seeing a well-defined system at this point, or really much of anything going on. But we'll continue to watch it as we go through today and heading into tomorrow as well. So here's the idea. Right now winds are at 35 miles an hour, but really those 35 mile an hour winds are well away from the center of convection. With this, it is moving to the west-northwest at 14 miles an hour. So still that idea, at least as far as the forecast track, moving towards the Florida Straits, heading towards the Keys, and eventually into the Gulf of Mexico. If it somehow can survive and regenerate, it does have that possibility of strengthening once it works its way up into the Gulf of Mexico. And that, at this point, what we're talking about for us here in Central Florida is just some windy weather and some wet weather as we go through Saturday night and into Sunday. Now, if it were to move a bit further to the west, that would give it more time in the Gulf of Mexico. So you look at the different ensemble models. This is the European, where we're just running the model over and over again, just little variations in the computer model, and you can see pretty consistent with that same idea as far as the track is concerned. GFS, a bit more of a spread in those models. So as you compare these two models, the mean output from these, you get the idea. Kind of the same track that we've been talking about over the past several days. What we're seeing, though, is certainly the European a stronger system, and then you notice much more of an open system, more of a wave with the GFS. So still, the big question will obviously tend to be is just the intensity of this. If this system really doesn't strengthen a whole lot more, this is obviously the factors, or what we end up seeing with this will be substantially less. So we're going to keep watching this, and we'll keep you updated right here on MyFoxHurricane.com.